You ever wondered what doing a shop on a budget at university really looks like? Well, today I'm going to answer that question and go through my weekly shop. I'm hopefully going to be able to show you what it's like to shop on a budget and eat healthily at the same time, because as an athlete, you want to be able to fuel yourself with the right food without spending too much money. So without messing around, let's get straight into it.
So we're back from the shops and we've not spent too much, about 26 quid was spent. So we're sticking to the budget and we've got good amount of food. Now, starting with breakfast. Now, I'm going to do something here that everybody's going to be moaning about, but it is probably one of the healthiest things that you can have for breakfast, and that is just your standard porridge oats, because you don't want anything too greasy in the morning. Don't get me wrong, every now and then I do love like a bit of bacon, a bit of sausage, but not every morning. I've realised that it's probably not something that should be had every single day. But you know, if you stick with porridge oats, they're very good for you, and you can mix it in with a lot of different things. Yeah, you can do so much with porridge. You can add nuts. So I've got these flax seeds that you can mix with it, and they're very high in protein as well. And you can mix different nuts and sprinkle honey on it, add fruit, whatever you like. You can really make it taste a lot better than just having like it on its own, because don't get me wrong, porridge on its own, it's not the nicest. Now for breakfast as well, I've even got some muesli. Now muesli is a bit of a tricky one because it does have a lot of sugar in it, and you've got to be careful because, and this almost goes alongside with the porridge, like, you know, because sometimes having porridge every day, it's not going to be too nice. So by having the muesli, it kind of just like breaks it up a bit and makes it a bit more, you know, adds a bit of variety. You know, you don't want to be, you know, having the same old dish every single day. But the muesli, it's sometimes if you're in a bit of a rush or you need a quick, you know, meal in the morning, instead of not eating anything, because I know a lot of people who just skip breakfast, which I think is ridiculous. And yeah, so for the muesli, quick bowl, not that big of a bowl. You don't want a bowl that big. Because, as I say, a lot of sugar now. I've got the no added sugar one because, you know, it's so much sugar. You don't want to be eating that, like, you know, especially in the morning. You don't need that much sugar in the morning. So realistically, I'd say every day, if I'm not having the porridge, I might be having eggs, which I did get the pack of 15. However, one did break. Not ideal. But this is like £2.70. 15 eggs, £2.70. I think it could even be less than that. And there's no excuse. Like, eggs are the best thing you can eat. Have an egg, you can do it in so many different ways. You can make them taste so good. There's no excuse not to be eating eggs. So could be having them for breakfast. They can be used for lunches, especially. A scrambled egg is pretty easy to make. It takes about 5 minutes to throw in a pan and just mix it around. Honestly, it's the most efficient lunch that you're gonna have, you know, and it's nutritious. You can have kale or spinach or something else that you know, that you might like a bit more, but just keep it healthy. You know, have that in mind when you're making these meals, because you want to make sure that it's adding nutritional value to you. Finally, I'm on to dinners, which is the main event really, and it's when you're a student and when you're at uni, to save costs, what I do is I kind of have the same thing for the whole week. So this week, because I want to make sure I eat as clean as possible, I've got a big race in Cardiff on the weekend. So what I'm going to be having is chicken, rice and broccoli. Really boring, really basic, I know. Like I've managed to get each of these was like £1. Now, am I going to be having it every single night this week? No, because I also did treat myself to some steaks, and I'll be having some steaks, eggs, and brought some avocados as well. Because, you know, gotta have a little treat meal every now and then. So this week I will have one meal where it is just steak, and to be fair, it's not too bad for you, but it just, as I say, breaks it up. You don't want to be doing the same old thing every single day. Because it gets boring. I would show the chicken. I had the chicken at home already, just some frozen stuff. It was cheap. I bought it ages ago, but as I say, you can get the cheap chicken from Lidl, any shop. You can get some cheap chicken breast, whatever, for a good price. I think maybe 3-4 quid, and that should do you for at least a few days. I know you may be thinking, Archie, I really struggle. I always like to have a snack in between meals, and look, I do the same. You know, every now and then I'll throw my hands up. You know, I have a bag of chocolate every now and then. It's normal. We're all human, but you shouldn't be doing it every single day. Just be careful about how often you are just, you know, picking up a bag of sweets or a bag of chocolate, because it's so easily done. You don't even realise you're doing it, and yeah, just be careful, keep it in mind, and limit it as much as possible. Now, if you do like to snack in between meals, what I recommend is having nuts, because they're full of protein and they're not too bad for you. Like almonds, they are just almonds. There's no added nonsense in there. Like what you see is what you get, and they are good for you. These I think there's 40 grams of protein in these bags alone. So per 30 grams, 6 grams per 30 grams. And then I've got some peanuts, roasted and salted peanuts as well, which they do have a lot of fats and saturates in. But when you're doing a lot of running and a lot of, if you're in the gym quite a lot, they're not too bad. Another good thing, they're packed, as I say, they're packed with protein. I mean, this bag alone has 50 grams of protein. I bought 2, so I got 100 overall. Now, that's it, and I know that doesn't seem like quite a lot, and to be fair, as I was going around Lidl and putting the stuff in my bag and my basket, I was thinking, that's not a lot, and it only came to like 26 quid, so I feel like I did get value for money. But a lot of times when you go shopping, especially if you're hungry, I've been shopping when I'm hungry before, and you get down to like the sweet aisle or the chocolate aisle, and you load up your basket. And I'll be honest, I've done it. I've been there. A lot of you have probably been there as well. It's so easily done. It's so easy. I can't express how easily you can just go down and think, oh, just one bag will be alright. But if you do that every single time, that's when you start to get unhealthy. Even I don't see myself getting fat because I have such a fast metabolism. I've always been really skinny. I've always had the opposite effect. But just because you can't see it happening doesn't mean that it's not doing internal damage, which is really affecting you. So always just be mindful what you're buying, what you're putting in your basket. And I know at uni it can be really hard, or if you're just a student in general who's budgeting, or even just someone who's budgeting in general, it can be really hard to eat healthily and maintain with that budget. Make sure you know what you're putting into your body, and if you don't know what it is, either research it or put it back. Because would you just see something that you don't know what it is and just eat it? No, you wouldn't. Keep in mind what you're putting in your body and you'll be fine. So just keep it simple. That's my advice. Keep it simple as much as you can. But from uni, what works for me is that sometimes I'll buy and make a chili at the start of the week, and that will last me 5 days. I mean, there's some great content creators out there who are making some great easy recipes, and I suggest you go and find them. There's so many out there. Because I can't give you advice on how to cook. I mean, I'm not the greatest, I'll be honest. Now, again, another little quick video today. Thank you for watching. I hope this has helped. I hope it is giving you a bit of idea of what shopping at uni can be like, or just generally shopping on a budget. And if it has, please like and comment and let me know what you want to see next. Hopefully see you soon. Races in Cardiff on this weekend, so a big video coming soon. And see you later, guys. Stay strong.